Hello everyone, myself Vignesh Anand. Welcome to my channel. In this video, we are going to see about the transformer testing. So, these are all the topics which we are carrying out in our videos. Each for each topic, we are individually making each videos. So, today we are going to see about the sweep frequency response analysis testing, which means SFRA testing. Normally, this sweep frequency response analysis testing is carried out in a transformer to ensure that any internal damage in your transformer, or else while at the time of transportation there may be a chances of any damage or open circuit in your windings, which means the tappings of your transformer. So in order to ensure this internal shake due to the shaking, or due to the moment, due to the traction or anything, there will be a chances of internal damage. So in order to check those things, we are going with this sweep frequency response analysis testing. So the SFRA testing, the winding of your transformer may be subjected to a mechanical stress during transportation, heavy short circuit fault, transient switching pulses, and lighting impulses, etc. This may be cause a displacement of your winding from the position, and may also cause a deformation of the winding. So normally, as I said, there may be a chances of internal fault due to the traction, or which means the mechanical stresses of your transportation, and then heavy short circuit fault, or a transient switching impulses, which means the during at the time of breaker closing and opening and isolator closing and opening, there may be a chances of a switching surges occurring in your line. In that switching surges, which may cause a heavy load, which means the heavy impulses in your transformer connection, which means the primary and the secondary side of your transformer, and also the lighting impulses, which means the lightning effect, or as I said, due to some of the lightning, there may be a process, there may be a uh, faulty conditions may be occurring in your transformer. In order to ensure that, we are going with this SFRA testing. Then winding collapse in extreme cases, such as a you may you may be understand that normally the transformer, the primary side, there may be a lot of tappings will be there. So due to some of the problem, the tappings may be get faulted, or anything happens in your taps. In that cases, the transformer was not able to change the tap position according to their voltage level, so that there will be a big surges happen during this transformer tap changer failure happening at the time. Then uh, SFRA test can defect effectively displacement of your transformer core, deformations, and displacement of winding, fault core grounds, then collapse of partial windings, then broken or loose clamps connections, short circuit turns, open windings, etc. So as I said, the internal faults which are inside the transformer cores, which means the inside the transformer winding, we are going to check with this SFRA testing. Even with the OLTC also, it will be included, which means the on-load tap changer also be, or a offload tap changer also be included in the SFRA testing. Then for testing, various discrete frequency is injected, which means by this testing is carried out by injecting a various discrete frequencies, which means up to 50 kilowatts also, kilohertz also, it will be injected. The distance between a conductor or of a transformer forms a capacitance. Any movement of a conductor or winding will change the capacitance. The capacitance being a part of a complex RLC, any change in the capacitance will affect a curve. So normally, there is some capacitance laid between your conductive path of your transformer and your insulating material of your transformer. So due to this traction or due to this movement, the capacitance may change in the RLC circuit, which will reflect this capacitance change will reflect in your SFRA curves, which means the SFRA graph which we get, it will be get slightly differented when there is any movement or any problem occurring inside the transformer. So injecting frequency, low frequency is for core plus winding. Core problem and short and opening of your winding can be carried out. Then medium frequency, winding deformations, it will that winding deformation can be checked. Then high frequency tap and connections, the tap position, which is the OLTC and on-load tap changer and off-load tap changers, can be checked by injecting a high frequency and other winding turns problems. So types of SFRA measurements: open circuit and short circuit. So open circuit means kept the while injecting at the primary, the secondary side will be get opened, and short circuit same wise, while injecting at the primary, secondary side will be shorted. Same vice versa, while injecting at the secondary side, open circuit, primary side will be opened. Then at the at the secondary side injecting, then the secondary primary side will be short circuited. This testing open and short circuit will be carried out by vice versa injecting the frequencies. Measurement made from one end of your winding to other end of the same winding with all the terminals are kept opened. Core influences will be dominating in the impedance measurement. It is done for a particular tap of our transformer on primary and secondary side of your open circuit. So this is a core influencing, uh, which means the core influencing will be happen and dominating with the impedance measurements in the open circuit. Then in the secondary side short circuit, measurement made for one end of your winding to other end of your same winding with the terminal shorted. Winding influences with dominating in the impedance measurement. So in this impedance measurement, the winding will be most of the time influences with the testings. It is done particularly on the tap of a transformer and secondary with the short. So same wise, it will be done for the particular tap of your transformer with secondary side shorted. Then vice versa, particular transformer tap of your transformer with the primary side shorted. It will be carried out by both. So this is your open and short circuit. Just for understanding, I have done this by injecting the frequencies. Secondary side will get opened. For then vice versa, secondary side we are injecting and primary side will be kept open. So for shorting we need to use a strong, which means there should not be any lag or sag of our cables. The cable should not hang in in such a way with any sags or swells. So we need to check with that also. Then vice versa, for secondary side shorting, primary side we are going to inject a frequency, then secondary side will be shorted, then secondary side injecting, primary side will be shorted. So this is your basic SFRA testing, which is normally carried out in your substations. Hope you understand. I think so. Maybe we will see in the next video with another good topics also. Please share my videos if you like, means please subscribe my channel if you want more and more informations about the testing and commissioning or maintenance or even service related points. Hope you understand. I think so. Thanks everyone. Gain your knowledge and share your knowledge. Thank you everyone. Nandri. வணக்கம். Thanks guys.